Yo, this is KINGEARNER coming to you guys live and direct. First and foremost, I want y'all to tune all the way in. Get ready for the Circle of Honor podcast. There's a lot of things I'm still learning about this honorable platform and building a podcast in a correct manner. Those of honor don't get the help. So if there's anybody out there that want to lend an honorable helping hand, be sure to go to my Instagram at KINGEARNERS World, King Ernest World. Now, I wanted to speak tonight on what I'm seeing in my community. The community is still running with rats. The community is still forgetting that civilians can't be considered as a rat. We're missing the fact that we're thinking that the lady that's down the street or the brother around the corner who just don't want no drugs sold in front of his family is just a civilian, a person who want to live their life in peace. And we begin to do what? Oppress them. Why do we oppress them? Because everybody loves the oppressor. You notice the oppressor is always the one everybody says, duh, I'm rooting for him. And me, myself, I was an oppressor at the time, but I had manners. I respected my community. I respected those who were in my community that didn't involve themselves in crime, that didn't involve themselves in the streets. And you look at the shirt I got going on from Yada Bear 215, and this shirt explains it, Coolie High, the mannerism. These guys wasn't around shooting and killing one another. Think about how they carried it, man. They carried it with pure honor. If you think about it, they were definitely of the purest of honor. You know why? They never, ever sought to do any type of revenge after Cochise died. After Cochise died, the movie went on, and people got an understanding of what death was. I don't think a lot of you youngers are getting an understanding what death is because you're so numb, you're so high. You got so many things that you're going on, and everybody is missing it. No one is telling you, yo, listen, I understand what you've been through, but guess what? I got a product, an honorable product that I dealt with for some time, but I found out the honor to it. Look, the honorable sea moss, and I'm dripping shit. Y'all better be able to honor this. I'm dripping stuff here. You see? Everywhere. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to put this in your body and understand what it is. It's 92 of the 102 minerals that your body is made of. And once it get into your body, it does what? It replenishes your cells, giving your body ample opportunity to do what? Become healthy. Now, at a time, you have heard me mention another sea moss, the Yucca species sea moss, which I still say to the people, it's not fake sea moss. It isn't fake. I'm speaking so heavily on this sea moss and making you get an understanding of what good it has because it changed a lot about my lifestyle. It changed a lot about me. At a time, me just spilling that sea moss, I would have threw it all over the place and cussed out any and everybody around me just because I allowed it to be controlling to me. I allowed myself to be controlling because it made me follow everything negative that I wanted to do. It controlled me. Anger controlled me. So I look at it as something that, I don't honor. I don't ever want to honor. But when I finally ran into the sea moss, if I'm not mistaken, it was at Black and Nobel. And Hawk was taking it, and he was taking it for his diverticulitis. And at the end of the day, it worked for him. The reason why it worked, because it does have. And at that time, I believe the plant that we was getting had the whole 92. But scientists have even took this honorable product because it still has honor into it. It's just not 100% the purest of honor. It's not that honor that is going to stick around and, have you get up in the morning and feel like you want to do things that have to do with positivity, have to do with you actually bettering yourself. Because if you didn't know, the sea moss replenishes yourselves. Now you take a look at the sea moss that I'm going to be putting here, and you get an understanding that at the end of the day, all of this sea moss, all of it, has good properties to it. I took that sea moss to help me run down on blood pressure and a lot of different other elements of things I had going on, including the anger. And guess what? I'm going to keep it all the way 1,000 with you. It got weak. Anybody that know me know I stopped taking it because it wouldn't work for me anymore. And it wasn't because I was abusing it. It was just the plant was getting weaker because they were taking it off and putting it on these dirty lines and putting it in the middle of the ocean where they're marketing it, and it's their hustle. It's their hustle in the Caribbeans. We're being hustled by the people who know more about the product than us. Come on, y'all, how y'all carrying us? Y'all carrying us. Y'all mean to tell me y'all taking this sea moss that came off of a rock? The yucca comes off a rock also. It just falls out everywhere because it blows up in a whole different manner. And you guys take that because it blows up well, put it in the middle of an ocean, put it on a line, and reproduce the same sea moss, and then dehydrate it, package it up, and give it to us. And we wonder sometimes why we see black stuff all on our sea moss. We see dirt in our sea moss. But let me give you an understanding of the Honorable CondusCrispus. The government, they're watching you guys tear apart the whole sea moss, the whole honor in the sea moss, by building these, cutting these lines and having them line up all in the ocean. Everybody got their own bundle of sea moss out there growing. Now you're a worker. And I understand the hustle, but at least got to be clean with it. After a while, begin to be sloppy. The hurricanes washing stuff off to the ocean. Y'all don't want to be patient and wait for the rock to produce it. Some of y'all are ripping the sea moss off of the rock incorrectly, where it's not going to even grow anymore. You know, if you rip that sea moss off incorrectly, it won't even grow anymore. And this is what you guys are doing. Here it is. This Honorable CondusCrispus is growing in the cleanest of water. You don't got to worry about nobody walking around in it with their whole jeans and sweats on it. They didn't sweat it in all night, putting it on the line. And I understand the hustle when you first start off. But you mean to tell me you go in error like this? Where do we honor that at? So we got to understand in that the government is allowing the sea moss to predominantly just run. And that sometimes they are putting community guidelines on a lot of posts and a lot of people products, all because of what? So much going on with that sea moss that everybody thinks have 92 of the 102. Well, I'm telling you, this CondusCrispus has that 92 of the 102, and it's very clean. And you don't got to worry about 6 months to a year them getting a line and tagging it on because I don't got you being able to tag this on a line, baby boy. I don't got you being able to tag this on a line. You know why? The honor in it, it runs through your veins. It don't run through lines and people trying to produce it because it's going to have a certain class. It's going to sit there very nice and neat. It's not even going to come off of that rock. So I'm not knocking the other sea mosses. I'm not looking down on the people who are selling the gold sea moss that I predominantly promoted worldwide. I'm giving you an understanding, people, that the CondusCrispus is where you need to come. And guess what? I thought that sea moss that comes from St. Lucia and all them other places, I thought that sea moss was it. And then I thought it grew so much. This grows just as much. Just by me sitting here and spinning the water is growing. I'm telling you now, if you're not down with this honorable CondusCrispus, you're missing out. Make sure you get to 1529 West Ontario Street, Sydneyham Boutique, and ask for the Honorable CondusCrispus, KINGEARNER, live and direct. And listen, if you got any honor in your veins, make sure you understand the difference between a rat and a civilian. A civilian don't want you in front of their home selling drugs, especially in this area, in this times of atmospheres where murder and mayhem is going on. It won't work out. KINGEARNER, live and direct. Stay strong. Keep your mind up and look out for the Circle of Honor podcast. There's going to be a lot of honor to it. I'm telling you now, live and